Welcome back to minute 33 of X Minutes. I'm Brian.
I'm Wolf.
And this is the podcast that takes the longest running single continuity superhero franchise we've got to date and breaks down one glorious mutating minute at a time. Wolf, and you can also, if you want to go along with the minutes, go over to Instagram. We post the minutes every day that this posts. But Wolf, what happened in this minute 33?
So we see the helicopter at around 3 seconds. We see the helicopter flying towards this rocky island in the distance. I forgot about that, but...
Yeah, literally we were talking about it in the last minute, and then boom, right away we got our answer.
And so... those of you listening to this or watching know that this is where things go down. Some tests are run. We go from that to around 5 seconds and we're back in the laboratory with Jean and Logan. She's hooking them up to a bunch of stuff. Probably going to do like a CAT scan or a Marvel fictional version of a CAT scan. Because I don't think you can have, metal's not allowed in a CAT scan machine or whatever.
I wonder what the actual effects of that would be.
It'd just be like super magnetized, but only iron, cobalt, and nickel are magnetic, I thought. So maybe adamantium wouldn't matter. But,
Look, this guy is cast in Joe and Anthony Russo movies, got paparazzi going around, and now he's a fucking scientist. Jesus, how did I? Why are you slumming it here?
Actually...
I didn't know I was talking to Ken Jeong.
Right, yeah,
Ken Jeong is a doctor. He's not a scientist. My bad.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, right here. Wait, hold on a second. At 11 seconds, 10 seconds, Logan says he's sorry to Jean. And she's like, for what? And he's like, what is it, for hurting her? Oh, if I hurt you. So he's being like sweet. And then he goes right back to arrogant. At 29 seconds, he says, so you couldn't wait to get my shirt off again, huh?
Yeah, I got that I'm sorry for what if I hurt you just made me think of Avengers 1 and 2 where Hulk hits Black Widow, like side swipes her on the helicarrier, and then in the very next movie he's like, what did this guy do to you when they're flirting? He's like, was he me? And she just goes, not a damn thing. And I just wanted to make like a little clip of that flirty, and then after she says that, right before she answers, show that Hulk boom hit her.
Oh yeah, that did.
Because I'm like, what? He did do something. He literally probably broke a few of your ribs. Okay,
dude, I think in real life that probably would have killed her.
Oh, yep. But yeah, I like how fast he can get shot into the MRI just to like non-verbally be like, oh, you thought you could apologize and then immediately just start flirting. Like what? Yeah, right. Like, come on, dude, pace yourself. Jeez,
right.
What's wrong with you?
He has no chill. Logan has no chill. We've seen this countless times, and this is one of the first times we see it. He doesn't care that she's pretty much engaged to Scott. He doesn't care. He's like, he wants what he wants.
Does he know that they're together at this point?
I'm not sure. I mean, even after he finds out they're together, he still doesn't stop.
I'd be curious if he could smell her pheromones in this moment.
Ooh. He'd be like, you're ready. But... at around...
I know who's DTF or not.
Right. I can smell it.
And me,
let's see.
I'm DTF with anyone. If Scott's the only one here, I'm going to show some
DTF
interest.
with Scott.
Just a little bit.
Scott would probably be DTF too. Let's not lie.
I probably pissed off so many people.
Oh, at around 34 seconds, he gets like straight up sucked into this machine.
Yeah.
I mean, not sucked, but it's like...
launched in
there. Pretty quick. It lights up. This is a cool shot. 40 seconds. Like all those lights, one after another, lighting up. They probably don't do anything in real life, but it still seems really cool.
It's a great transition, too, because she sees him in there. Then it goes black. Then it starts lighting up bit by bit. And we get the x-rays in the reflection of her glasses. And then more x-rays. And more reflections in her glasses, and then it cuts from the x-ray machine rotating the shot of his skull reflecting from her glasses, and then we get the x-ray in his hands, which, by the way, like, oh no, That's actually correct. I thought it showed the claws being too far past.
Oh, yeah, it does look like that.
But we go
But
from that
when,
into a wide shot of her talking about it afterwards,
yeah,
which that was just smooth. That was a smooth edit. Good job,
like on
editor.
at 47, we see an X-ray of his arm, and it looks like in his forearm there's just like three giant syringes. That's what it kind of looks like. I wonder if, like, how they created this effect, if it was 100% CG, or if they maybe laid, different materials over top the arm and took a real X-ray to make it look like it. But it looks pretty cool.
They did real invasive surgery on Hugh Jackman.
Just put actual claws in him.
And then just
His method.
Unceremoniously rip them out.
They're like, Mr. Jackman, are you sure you want this? He's like, do it, mate.
Anything for the craft? I've been told by the villain of Mission Impossible 2, I just got the role of a lifetime. So
He's like, I'm not going to tell you again. You're going to put those claws in me, or I'm going to put the claws in you.
Yeah. Oh, you think this'll be dangerous? You haven't lived in Australia, mate.
Yeah, right?
Everything's trying to kill you. Now I can kill him back. God, I'm so sorry to Hugh Jackman and his heterosexual life partner, Ryan Reynolds, for the disrespect. I expect to be skewered by 3 small claws or 1 big samurai sword.
I have the claws here. So,
I know.
Yeah. if they call me, which they will never do,
You'll come to Chicago.
You got to take them out. Drive to Chicago.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. And at 51, we get that full body X-ray, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they have like different X-rays, like for different parts, like right under it, just like focusing on different parts. The hands, the skull.
Interestingly, they've got 2 shots of the right hand in that
weird.
whole setup. But yeah, it looks like Xavier, Aurora, and Scott are there, and they've got a table between Xavier and Aurora, or Storm, that looks like it came up from the bottom of the floor as well. And hold on, those things that she's got the X-rays on, those also came out of the wall.
Oh, wow.
You
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
See
that
the slot where they came out, and they've got their little pieces holding them up. This place is so cool.
Dude, I need to look into that technology. I want to put that all throughout my apartment.
Oh yeah, I literally saw
things coming out of things.
Like in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where the oven can go away and Mrs. Smith's guns come out. I've seen someone had one. I saw it on the Kingsman Reddit where they programmed Alexa to say, "I need guns," and then like the top level of a wardrobe with alcohol on the top of it comes out and there's guns, and then he says, "Alexa, I need more guns," and then that closes, and then the whole thing lifts up and there's like machine guns and all this stuff, and I'm like, that is cool,
that is awesome.
but also horrifying.
Just like that'd be a cool thing to show friends. It's like, watch this.
Yeah.
Alexa, I need guns.
Totally cool. But then like thinking about either not needing that ever and having that much armament, or needing it and then
not having it.
And then be like, Alexa, I need more guns. Alexa, fuck.
It's like they're in here. They're
Alexa, Alexa. I didn't put a button in. I was being cool.
I have Google Home, so I don't think that'd be nearly as cool as saying. I'm not gonna say what. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna alert it. But yeah.
But there's literally episodes of this where my roommate will say, "Hey Google," but louder because it's in his bedroom. It'll hear me. Try to get some information while we're recording.
Right? It's like asking it questions.
Yeah.
Like every time I do that, my girlfriend hears from the other room. She's like, "You should have known the answer, dumbass." It's like, all right. Now I got to turn the volume down on this Google thing so nobody knows how dumb I am.
Hey, the search for knowledge is something that we should never shit on.
Yes.
So, what I'm saying when she watches or listens is that Wolf should break up with you. I'm kidding.
Like,
I know that kind of playfulness.
Like, this is the breakup. I'm like, I want you to hear a podcast.
Yeah.
We sit down, and then you say that, and then I look over, and I'm like, so...
Just go, hey, I'm being quiet again so that it doesn't activate here, but hey, Google, play episode 33 of X Minutes.
It's like skip ahead to...
Yeah. Hey, Google, play Breakup Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that didn't spoil anything, honey. I'm
He's
kidding.
Like,
I
what's
kid.
going on? But yeah, so at around 58 seconds, we get a better view of all the X-rays, and I can't really see it here, but I mean, in the next minute they'll show a closer shot, but you can sort of see the adamantium covering the skeleton.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, the two X-rays at the bottom right are both of the right hand, just based on how big that thumb is. And I don't know why they have a right and not a right and a left. Yeah, dab for the haters. I got you. But
maybe his right is like displays more strength than the left hand.
maybe, but also his pointer finger is so long.
Yeah, that is.
No one's pointer. You can even see it above. Like, it's shorter in all the way in the bottom right, but then the second from the right is a longer pointer finger, and then in the X-ray, both his pointer fingers are longer than his middle fingers, which most often the pointer is shorter than the ring finger and the middle finger.
They say if your pointer finger is longer than your middle finger, you're a serial killer. So maybe that's what they were going for. So I don't know how true that is.
I was bracing for you to be like, they say if your pointer finger is bigger, so is your... And look how much longer my pointer finger is. I'm not bending my middle finger. You shush. But yeah, I wonder why they did it like that.
Yeah, that is interesting. But yeah, that's what I got for this minute.
Yeah, it ends on, I believe, Storm saying how could he have survived a procedure like that. And
oh, yeah.
Gene says his mutation. And we see the subtitles, but it's cut off. And now, what's on Scott's face? Are these his normal those are his normal sunglasses. Never mind. I wanted to see if he had his battle visor on.
Wait, that's not the visor?
No. I zoomed in. It tapers off too much. But it does have the convenient extra side bit to cover up the fact that he's not constantly shooting it.
Oh,
Jeez,
yeah.
that must be miserable, just constantly shooting lasers out of your eyes just to be able to
I
see.
mean, like, how long would that last? Like, if you just were to take them off, it'd probably just last forever.
Hopefully
just a constant.
Hopefully
constant
either
beam.
these last forever or the sides of them change color as they degrade. Like, the frames were white in the beginning, and as they just get damaged more and more, it changes colors.
I was meaning, like, if he were to just take his glasses off, how long would the blast go for? Probably just continue.
Oh, yeah. That's what I think. But now that I'm thinking of it, like, how do these sunglasses absorb his blast?
That is, yeah.
It's not like they're reflecting it back and he's able to absorb his shit again. I feel like if he hit his hand with his eye beams, his hand would get damaged.
Oh, yeah.
He has no regenerative capabilities, so unless he's got, like, he carries around a big backpack that gets charged every 20 minutes and he switches out the batteries like a Tesla Powerwall.
It's like 1 minute, guys, I gotta change my batteries. Takes like this giant pack.
Look, I can accept that these flimsy little sunglasses can somehow not be destroyed by a constant berating of power laser eyes, but where does the energy go?
Maybe, let's see. They are probably made of some sort of diamond material that is, because, like, maybe he can control the intensity of his blast. Is it only by the apparatus on his eyes, or does he consciously shoot out less? He's always touching.
I think I remember seeing him crank the battle lasers or whatever it's called, his visor, so that he could control how much it lets out. But I mean, it's not letting out anything. So what's the deal? Would it be best for him if he once in a while shot his laser beams into space just to lower his batteries a bit? You know? It's like if Tony Stark's arc reactor wasn't used enough, then I don't know.
It would just build up and explode.
Yeah, like, geez, it'd be like holding in your pee for too long. That's not good.
Oh.
Gotta let that shit out.
Well, yeah, holding in your pee for too long isn't good. It actually affects the ability to become aroused later in life, you know? And I base that on absolutely nothing.
Okay. I was about to throw in some actual stats that affect that. After I'm like, what? Jeez, how many doctorates does this guy have? Look, if you are erect, do not let the person pull it down against the force, because that will stretch out the muscle, and then that will cause ED later in life because the muscle will have been stretched and won't be tight enough to pull it up as it needs to be. So, you know, that's an actual thing.
That's good too. Let me write that down, actually.
Just literally, if you have an erection in your pants, tuck it into the waistline. Don't push it down.
Yes, into the, yeah. That's good to know. I wish I would have known that in junior high.
It's too late now. You can never have children.
Too late. I'm
so
fucked.
Sorry. Look, old man. Not everything's about your dick. This went too far. This went too far. I fully acknowledge that, and it went too far.
There is no too far.
All right, let me look
at. That's what I got for this minute.
Let me just go back. Okay, so. All right, she is wearing her full red underneath her lab coats, because I was like, did she have her full red outfit in Xavier's office, then change back? But no, she didn't. She just added her lab coat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the contrast of red is pretty cool. Like the top is darker than the skirt or whatever.
Yeah. And, we started their examination by her taking off all the little nodes or stickers on his chest. So she finally got to get her blood sample, I assume, and finish what she was doing earlier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
before she was rudely interrupted.
By him waking up. Look, it is illegal for you to take a blood sample without my written consent. Jeez. What kind of oath did you take? But I wonder if her machine that she's looking at the x-rays also comes out of the floor.
Oh, yeah, probably. I think everything comes out of the floor. Like when they were doing the plans for this house, Xavier was like, I want everything stored in the floor.
Yes.
Refrigerator, x-ray machine,
I want you to build it 6 stories high, but every other story will just be for the things in our floors to stay. It needs to be extra thick floors. How do you do that?
It's like, so if my daughter goes to this school, where will she sleep? The floor.
Yeah. We have extra space, like the child in Snowpiercer. They just have to be very careful so they don't get squished when we put the x-ray machine back in.
It's like, this doesn't sound like a very good idea. Quiet!
He took his shirt off and he still has, like, Wolverine hair. That's a lot of product.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm getting jealous of the fact that he has dents in his stomach, because mine's just a balloon. So how about we move on?
Alrighty.
All right. Check out the Instagram to check out these minutes with us and other posts and engagements and stuff. And if you're listening on audio, please leave a review or rating on Apple Podcasts. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, and consider listening to it on audio instead of video. They'll both help. This is minute 33.
I'm Wolf.
I'm Brian.
And we are the best at what we do.
But what we do is not very fast.